Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh Shah.
Isaiah 55. O everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters, and he that hath no money, come ye, buy meat, yea, come, buy wine and milk without money, and without price. Wherefore do ye spend the money for that which is not bread, and your labor for that which satisfieth not? Hearken diligently unto me, and eat ye that which is good, and let your soul delight itself in fatness. Incline your ear, and come unto me, hear, and your soul shall live. And I will make an everlasting covenant with you, even the sure mercies of David. Behold, I have given him for a witness to the people, a leader and commander to the people. Behold, thou shalt call a nation that thou knowest not, and nations that knew not thee shall run unto thee because of the Lord thy God, and for the Holy One of Israel, for he hath glorified thee. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. And let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our God, for he will abundantly pardon. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. For as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. For ye shall go out with joy, and be led forth with peace. The mountains and the hills shall break forth before you into singing, and all the trees of the field shall clap their hands. Instead of the thorn shall come up the fir tree, and instead of the briar shall come up the myrtle tree. And it shall be to the Lord for a name, for an everlasting sign that shall not be cut off.
Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh Shah.
All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great example to his younger brothers. And peace and blessings, salutations, hopefully like out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to hopefully the believers and listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashem Shah. You know, Baruch Kwatawab to you, Akinwa, Agwathium, tuning in this morning. And what we're going to get into today, okay, as the title reads, the fall of an empire. And one thing about the scriptures, it has the documentations through prophecy, okay, of empires falling, and empires being raised up. Okay, but we're going to put emphasis on the fall of an empire, which is this current empire, okay, this beast system, NATO, EU, all right, and the main centerpiece of this wicked empire, which is America. Okay, so we're going to go straight to prophecy in the book of Isaiah, all right, the 33rd chapter. Okay, we're going to start at 1, all right. So this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 33. Okay, and we're going to say begin in verse 1. Now this is Isaiah 33 and 1. It says, "Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee." Okay, and this is mainly speaking of America, which is the centerpiece, okay, of this current all right wicked empire. Okay, and what I want to get is some other translations, and then we're going to get some more precepts to back it up. Now, when you go into, you know, get the NLT. Now, we understand that Isaiah was prophesying during the time of the Assyrian Empire. Okay, when the Assyrian Empire was the superpower of the earth. Okay, which in the spirit, if you can receive it, America is likened unto Assyria. Okay, in particular prophecies as well. Okay, and just as the Assyrian Empire was a superpower and the richest empire at one time. Okay, militarily and economically, America's in that same position. Okay, so when you read it, it says, "What sorrow awaits you, Assyrians?" And you really can put Americans there, man. Okay, who have destroyed others, but have not been destroyed yourselves. Yeah, America has destroyed people's infrastructure and their economy throughout the earth, man. Okay, you look at Cuba, the embargoes put on Cuba. You look at all these different countries in the Middle East. Libya. Okay, where Libya had to where when you graduated from college and got married, you would get housing, $50,000. They was partakers of the resources of that nation. You see, but now Libya is one of the most impoverished, all right, nations on the earth. Okay, and that's due to America. The policies of America has a lot of nations, third world countries, man. Okay, plus the infrastructure that America destroys through airstrikes, through military invasions. You see, but all their energy is finna come back this way, man. If a brother, Yugoslavia, okay, as a brother put, the water brother, if a brother can put that in Job, I believe it's Job 4 and 7 or 8, about reaping what you sow. Okay. And it says you betray others, but you have never been betrayed. Hey, because even when you go into the dollar, and the dollar was a major deception. The American dollar was a major deception, which we know it was masterminded by the elites, okay, the Chaldeans, the modern day Chaldeans, okay. But when you go back to when the dollar was established, you go to the Bretton Woods Agreement after World War II, and they decided to make the dollar the world reserve currency, okay, which means that you will be able to do business with the American dollar in any country, in any trade market on the earth. Okay, and pretty much was that launched America into further being just this superpower. Now, when they first established it, it was on the gold standard, which brother can fact check me, but every American dollar, okay, was supposed to be backed by physical gold, and they had it to the measurement where $33 was supposed to represent an ounce of gold or actual gold. And as these nations made that agreement, America wasn't supposed to outprint what they had in gold reserves. Okay, that way if a nation wanted to exchange their dollars in for gold at $33 to the ounce, they would be able to do so. Okay, so what happened in America? You had these nations, you know, sending physical resources here in exchange for dollars. Okay, so they would have an inventory of the world exchange, and also, you know, it was backed by gold. Okay, but what happened? America outprinted, or way outprinted, all right, the supply of gold that they had. And when nations would want to try to convert their money back into gold, the gold wasn't there. Okay, they dealt treacherously with these nations, man, and that's why you had them counsel the gold standard. Here it is. There was an agreement made about the gold standard, but then, you know, pretty much America said, "What gold?" You know, just like they did a Debo, man. Okay, and Red wanted his bite back, and you know, and Debo said, "What bite?" All right, you know, and America played that role like, what you talking about? So these nations got stuck with all this what they call fiat currency. Okay, and that's why you had the invention of the petrodollar, to where Saudi Arabia will only sell their oil, all right, for American dollars, and America would um have arms deals with Saudi Arabia. That's why Saudi Arabia has all this military hardware, because it goes back to the petrodollar agreement in 1972, dealing with Henry Kissinger. Okay, and you can research, you can research, everything I'm telling you is yourself, you know. So what America did, all right, was pretty much swindle the earth until this debt system. And that's why today, when you see the American dollar being devalued, well, what's that's doing is devaluing other currencies as well, except at a faster rate. Because let's say you go to Dominican Republic and you take $1,000 of American money, and you exchange that $1,000 to get 40,000 of the Dominican Republic, okay, currency. Okay, so that means that American dollar is 40 times as much valuable as, okay, the Dominican currency. So if America experiences a 6% inflation, the dollar experiencing a 6% inflation increase, well, you got to times that 40 for what it's doing to the Dominican currency. Okay, that means that the Dominican currency has just increased 240% to the dollar. You see, it was very treacherous how the elites, set up this world economy, man. That's why they're able to manipulate it and engineer, poverty, famines, and shortages, man. Okay, and it was through America that they did it with. Okay, this is the book of Job chapter 4. It's from the brother Avalon War, born lawyer. It says, even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. Yeah, and this is just pure wickedness. Okay, it's all Esau has done within his rulership was sow, all right, was plow iniquity, okay, and sow wickedness, and they're finna reap the same, man. That's why America's gonna be affected the worst. Okay. So reading on, it says, this is Isaiah 33:1. It says, what sorrow awaits you, Assyrians, okay, and Edomites, you Americans mainly, who have destroyed others but have never been destroyed yourselves. You betray others, but you have never been betrayed. What ye are doing, when you are done destroying, you will be destroyed. When you are done betraying, you will be betrayed, man. Everything is going to work against this American empire okay, in these times to come. And we've seen it unfold. So let's get some more precepts to prove that. That's why we can go to the book, okay, of Obadiah. And I believe that was under Nixon, when they canceled out, their gold standard. So brother can fact check that as well, But I believe that was under the Nixon cabinet when they came off their gold standard, and it just took some. Nigga, what gold, Yeah, let's go to Obadiah chapter 1. Let's get straight to the point. This is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 7. Well, I started 6. It says, how are the things of Esau searched out? And see, all these things are coming out. All the shams and the schemes and deceptions, okay, of Esau is coming out. Okay, and everyone is looking at this man with an under eye. Okay, how are the hidden things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. Okay, they're gonna deal treacherously with her and prevailed against thee. And they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Okay, and let's get that in the NLT. All right, let's get that in the NLT. Okay, because this is a precept that shows America is going to be portrayed, all right, on a very high level, man, and it's going to be to its destruction. All right, this is the NLT, Obadiah 1 and 7. It says, all your allies will turn against you. They will heap, all right, it says they will help to chase you from your land. They will promise you peace while plotting to deceive and destroy you. Your trusted friends will set traps for you and you won't even know about it. Okay? America is going to receive the worst end of the stick in World War III. And Yahushua is coming down to take all these nations. Okay? But in World War III, America will receive the worst end of it, man. And they're going to be betrayed by all his allies, man. Okay, they're going to flip. You see? Let's get another one in Revelation 17. And we'll read on down. All right, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to read from 18 and read backwards. It make a little more sense for me to read it that way. All right, now this is Revelation 17 and 18. It says, and the woman which thou sawest is that great city, which is America, which reigneth over the kings of the earth. Yeah, because America is the dominant superpower, okay, that has dominated the earth. Now we see, the likes of Russia and China emerging, and that's for the purpose of taking this place down, man. Okay. It says, for the Most High have put in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree, okay, and to give their kingdom unto the beast. And that's what these nations have done. Okay, and the big part of that was, being in agreement, all right, to America having this world reserve currency, man. Okay. America is able to put sanctions on these nations. America is able to have a say-so in these different governments. Okay. They gave their power to this beast system because these nations wanted to partake in these trade agreements that made, particular countries rich, man. Okay. It says, until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. And it's mainly, these EU nations. It says in the 10 horns, which are these EU nations. Okay. Those main EU nations. All right. when you go into, matter of fact, let's get it real quick, just so we can have a visual. There we go. The water, brother. It's the brother I was on my war, born lawyer. You need to move to Mississippi, brother. Hey, brother is extremely helpful, you know. But the water for that info. All right. Now this is the brother I was on my war, born lawyer. President Richard Nixon closed the gold window in 1971 in order to address the country's inflation problem and to discourage foreign governments from redeeming more and more dollars for gold. Yeah, because they didn't have it. They outprinted, their gold reserves. Okay, which that created the dollar to be nothing but a fiat currency. If brother can put that word fiat up there for me, because we hear that word fiat, thrown around. Okay, but brother can put that up there for me. The definition. Now, let me see. We still got it. I'll share it real quick. All right, because it's mainly these EU nations, okay, that are going to betray America because they're, this whole, NATO and EU agreement was an economic and a military agreement, okay, but those nations are going to betray that agreement, okay, and they're going to get busy with America, man. Okay, so let's look it up real quick, just to put a visual on what we're reading, for more edification. Lord will. Yeah, so as you can see, all right, this beast system, okay, and I wanna in America represent, this woman, okay, with that cup in her hand full of abomination, that filth, okay, because the scripture say what Babylon had been a cup in the Lord's hand, okay, and the nations have drunk of it and are mad, brother can put that up there. We can. That's a good scripture for that visual. All right. Now, let's get into these 10 horns. Let me go here. See if we can blow it up a little bit. Okay. So you have Belgium, all right, Denmark, France, Italy, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Greece, Ireland, England, and West Germany. Okay. And all these nations, all right, have economical and military agreements, okay, with America, man. All right. But they're going to betray her according to Obadiah 1 and 7. You see? I'll say with America, okay, the great whore, because she's pretty much in the power seat. Okay? America is pretty much in the power seat of these other nations. So let's go back here. Yeah, it's another one. All right, GMS look up. This is brother Anah. All right, and it says a Ponzi scheme is an investment fraud that pays existing investors with funds collected from new investors. Yeah. Okay, we had that term rob Peter to pay Paul. Okay, this whole economical system is a big scam. It's a big sham. Okay, get that definition for sham too. That's a pretty good definition. And then when you go to that word, brother, got out the word fiat. Okay, fiat. It says a formal authorization or proposing a decree. So pretty much the elites through the central banks just made a decree that the dollar, okay, is going to continue to be the world reserve currency, even though it's backed by nothing. They just made a decree showing you that they're the kings of the earth. Okay, you're paying debt with debt. Okay, all you doing is paying debt with debt. We're being paid in debt. You see, it's a wicked, all right, treacherous system, man. Now this is on the brother Avalon War, born lawyer. This is Jeremiah 51:7 said, "Behold." Salaki said, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nation have drunken of her wine. Yeah, they took in, all right, the monetary system. They took in democracy. They took in women's liberation. They took all these things on. Okay, Satanism. Okay, they took these things on. The alphabet people. It says the nation have drunken of her wine, therefore are the nations mad. Okay, nations are mad, and what do you see throughout the earth, man? You know, let's see if we can find something real quick. The nations are mad, man. Through the great America deception is falling, man. Let's see, let me give us some.
What do I want? I want to know myself, and BetterHelp makes that possible. BetterHelp is an online therapy platform with a network of over 25,000 licensed therapists, making it easy to find a therapist that will meet you right where you are.
This report is about an alarming.
So the nations are mad, and we even have a visual on that. So let's get that, okay? And get some more precepts out of the comment board. You know, a couple more definitions, man. So let's get a visual for Jeremiah 51:7. Okay, the nations are mad, you know, and the major part of it was their dollar, man, you know.
Trend, rising food prices from grains to cooking oil, the price of basic staples skyrocketing across the globe. The reason for this is the war in Ukraine and droughts fueled by climate change. For countries, this is an alarming situation. Price hikes are worsening already existing food crisis, fueling protests in several countries across the world. In Argentina, thousands of farmers protested in Buenos Aires. This was against President Alberto Fernandez. His policies to curb inflation have been slammed by the agricultural sector. In the first 4 months of 2022, prices in Argentina rose to 23%. This includes a 6% jump in April. Things got so bad that people took to the streets. It's called Federal March for Work and Salaries. They demanded jobs, security, and a basic living wage.
Una familia tipo que se conforma por 5 personas.
A typical family made up of 5 people must spend around 80,000 pesos to survive. We see that Argentines do not earn that much money. They earn much less. So we are at a time in which the population is living below the poverty line, and many residents in Buenos Aires and the rest of the provinces are poor. This national march is to speak out on this.
Son pobres. Entonces, bueno, esta marcha federal un poco viene a mostrar esto.
Not just in Argentina, people took to the streets all across Latin America. Protests continued in Chile, Uruguay, Venezuela, Colombia, as people slammed the rising cost of living. In Greece, thousands took to the streets. Their complaints sing. A surge in energy and food prices. Greece's annual consumer inflation accelerated to 8.9% in March, hitting its highest level in over 27 years.
The wages are meager in comparison to the rising prices at the current time. The people are exhausted. There is a serious problem here, and this crisis is bringing Greek society to its knees.
In West Asia, too, the situation is no different. Prices of some essentials have shot up by as much as 300%. The surge has triggered widespread unrest. Earlier this month, Iran slashed subsidies on basic food items. New prices of wheat and flour were announced. This is how people reacted to this. These protesters, they're chanting death to Raisi. It got so bad that the president himself issued a response. He refused to restore the subsidies, saying that he won't shy away from making hard choices. In Sudan, protests escalated into violence. A protester was shot and killed in the Sudanese city of Madani as demonstrators marched across the country to protest a military coup. Sudan's currency has lost more than a third of its value since the coup, rapidly driving up prices of food, fuel, and other goods. Global food prices started to rise in mid-2020. This was when businesses shut down due to the pandemic. Since then, there have been problems with key crops in many parts of the world. The Ukraine war dramatically worsened the outlook for food prices. The UN Food Agency says prices hit an all-time record in February and then again in March. The big question here is, when will the prices come down? That's hard to say. Agricultural production depends on hard-to-predict factors like weather. The United Nations says the problem of global food security cannot be solved without restoring Ukrainian agricultural production and Russian food output. The World Bank forecasts that the wheat prices could rise more than 40% in 2022. The sharp rise in fertilizer prices could also discourage farmers. This could bring down yields and result in lower production. As climate warms, extreme weather is becoming more common, posing yet another risk to crop production across the globe.
So there you have it, man. And the nations are mad. And that's because they took on this American way. Okay? This whole money infrastructure. Because here it is, these nations have enough, pretty much. They don't need this American money. Nations have, that's why the Lord allotted people different lands, okay, so they could work the lands and feed themselves off the land, okay, to get the resources that they need. And then the resources they didn't have, they would work out trade agreements, okay, with other nations, okay, because they might have something that other nations didn't have, and you will have trade agreements, okay. You didn't need paper dollars. That's not needed in the earth, okay. But there's nothing but what? A sham of Esau Edom. As the brother put the definition, it's the brother Avalon War, is a sham. It says uh falsely present something as the truth. Okay? And he put this money system out there like it was some great progression in the earth. Okay? And nation took hold of it. They was able to collect a lot of paper. Because see, none of that paper is going to matter. Like you can have $1 trillion, but what the hell is $1 trillion in a famine? Okay? No, it's gonna be the actual resources that's gonna be of substance, not the the dollars, the actual paper. No, that's not okay. You trade resources for resources, not paper for resources. Okay, and that's what Esau has the earth doing, trading paper for resources, man. Okay, it was a sham. You see, Mr. Brother Nah, GMS look up. It's James 5:1 says, "Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you." All right, your riches are corrupted and your garments are moth eaten. Okay, this man has a corrupted system of wealth. It says your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you. Yeah, because he's hoarding up all the actual resources, man. While he has people trading in monopoly money. Okay, and it's going to be a witness against him in these last days. It says, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. You have heaped treasures together for the last days, man. Okay, because all the real resources that they have is going to be transferred into us, man. Okay, they're going to be spoiled. You see, this is the brother Awalum War, Sirach 10:8. It says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another, and it's going to be translated from Esau went to Jacob. Okay, and this man has dealt unrighteously. Okay, he has got riches by deceit. You see, this is another one from the brother Avalon War, 2nd Ezra 9:3 said, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, and this is what we're seeing. This is a sign of the times that we're in. This is good news for us, man. All right, we need these people to ride and lose and go berserk on their governments, man. Okay, this is good news for us. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Okay, even from the beginning. You see that? So these things that are happening was spoken and written to happen. All right, for our sake. Okay, because it's going to end to the destruction of America, the whole destruction of this beast, all right, system, NATO, EU, okay, and the establishing of a righteous empire, man, which is going to be eternal. So we're seeing the signs and the build up to that. Okay, it's a brother Hopeful Leg 4, Habakkuk 2:8. It says, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood and for the violence of the land of the city and all that dwell therein, man. It's gonna be a big payback, man. Everybody gonna get their lick back off America, man. Okay, everybody. Okay, and it's gonna end with Yahweh Shai finishing this place off, man. Okay, now let's go back. back to Isaiah. So as we went through that one scripture, you know, which spun off into, you know, a lesson of its own, okay, which is going into the things that's going to lead up to this war. Then it shifts gears and goes, you know, then it starts to speak to us, because that's how prophecy do. Sometimes, you know, the Lord will be speaking to a nation, okay, of what's going to happen to it. Then it shift gears and start, you know, speaking unto, you know, the elect, okay. So we're comforted. That's why this is called the comfort, because the Lord will speak about the things that have come, but then he'll come right back and comfort us, you know, give us confirmation that we're going to be good, okay. This is Isaiah 33:2. It says, "O Lord, Yahweh, okay, be gracious unto us. We have waited for thee. Be thou thine arm every morning, our salvation in the time of trouble." Yeah, it said, "Be thou our arm every morning," okay, our strength, okay, our salvation in the time of trouble. See, we come to the time we're gonna need a deliverer, man. We're gonna need aid from on high, okay. We're going to need help from a whole nother realm, okay, because the thing coming is overwhelming. You can't prepare for it, okay. You might can make a few little short-term preparations, okay, but overall there's no way to prepare for what the Lord is bringing to the earth, man, okay, except to be aided from on high. Psalms 46:10 says, "Be still and know that I am the Most High. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth." Yeah, because the Most High is about to make a statement in the earth. And all we can do, you know, is have faith in the process, man. Okay? And understand this when you go to the first, okay, first verse in Psalms 46, it says, "The Most High is our refuge and strength." Okay? Through Yahweh Shai. A very present help in trouble. See, we're going to need a present help in these times, man. A very present help in trouble, man. Okay? And there's a lot of people that's going to be defenseless in these times. All right? These heathen, they have no power. Okay? They're through. And then you have the unbelievers of our people, because they refuse to get under the order of Yahweh Shai. Okay? They're going to be defenseless, man. Okay? Let me see. Let me get that. Let's see. Because it's through Yahweh Shai that we have a victory over all this, man. All these, you know, horrific events that we read about in prophecy. Well, we have a victory through Yahweh Shai. Now you go to Psalm 98:1, it says, "Oh, sing unto the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Al Shai, a new song." Okay, and this is what we're doing now. It's a fresh song that we're, all right, publishing in the earth. You know, the deliverance, the destruction, you know, the kingdom, the righteous kingdom. This is what this part of the song that we're singing. It said, "For he have done marvelous things. His right hand, okay, and his holy arm have gotten him the victory." Yahweh Shai, his right hand and his holy arm have gotten him the victory. Now let's put a name on that victory, man. On that right arm. Okay. It's gonna be a quick knockout when Yahweh Shai comes, man. That right hand. Okay. Heavenly Father finna knock the earth out, man. Okay. There'll be a lot of people put to sleep. Okay, in that time. Now when you go to 1 Corinthians 15. Okay, the 57th verse. 1 Corinthians 15 and and 57. It said, but thanks be to the Most High, which giveth us the victory through our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Okay? The victory through who? Yahweh Shai. Okay, that's their right arm. You see? So let's go back to Isaiah 33. It says, oh Lord, okay, back in Isaiah 33 and 2, it says, oh Lord, be gracious unto us. We have waited for thee. Yeah, and see, the part of the waiting is not to fold to this beast system, man. Okay, that our temptation, which is not to take the Karama, man. Okay, because see, things are going to get way worse. It's just the beginning of sorrows, man. All right, this is just level 1, okay, of 100. Okay. And it says, be thou thy arm every morning, our salvation also in the time of trouble. It says, at the noise of the tumult, the people fled. At the lifting up, okay, of thyself, the nations were scattered. Yeah. Okay. This is, see, what we're seeing is Yahweh Bashim al-Shah becoming active. All right. Very active in these world events. Okay. We're going to see more and more the Most High reaching out and touching whole societies, whole nations, whole communities. Okay? Judgment is finna be magnified. You see? When you go to Psalms 73, Psalm 73. Okay? And at the coming of Yahweh Shai, hey, that power coming into this realm is going to shake the earth itself, man. Okay? But when you go to Psalm 73 and 20, it says, as a dream when one awaketh. Okay? When one awake, because when you awake, what do you do? What's the first thing you do when you open your eyes? Okay? Then you start seeing things. And then what happened? You start becoming active. Okay? And that's what Yahweh Bashim al-Shah is doing. He's seeing these things in the earth and he's becoming active. He's awakening. Okay? Because the scriptures say, you know, only he that will now let until it's time for, hey, Esau to be taken out of the way. Okay? 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, I want to say verse 7. Well, let's get that word awaketh in the Hebrew, see what it gives us. All right. The Hebrew word like it's koyah. What is koyatazah? All right. See, it gives us. All right. It says to awake, to wake up, to arouse. Okay. To show signs of awakening, to awake. Okay. And see what's happening. The Most High is being roused up. Okay. He's being roused up to judgment. This is what we're seeing. These things that's taking place in the earth, you know, the heat, no, and it doesn't matter if Esau Edom, you know, he's tampering with, you know, the harp system or or he's you know, dealing with CERN and causing, you know, apparitions and, you know, heavy enchantments and more demonic activity to come. Ultimately, it's the Lord that's ordaining him to do that. Okay? Most High make the good and the evil for his purpose. So at the end of the day, it's the Most High that's doing all these things, man, through Yahweh Shai. Okay? So we're seeing the Most High being roused up, okay, for judgment, as the brother put. This is a beautiful precept to go with it. This is the brother, the hopeful leg 4, Psalms 59 and 5. It said, thus therefore, O Lord, power of hosts, the power of Israel, awake. You see that? To visit all the heathen, be not merciful to any wicked transgressors. Okay? This is what we're seeing happening, man. The Most High is awakening and being active. It is not as if he was physically asleep, but he was allowing these things to happen for the sake of prophecy, man. Okay? Because his will has to be fulfilled. It was prophesied that Esau would reign the earth in wickedness, man. That he would wear out the saints. Okay? That he'd be drunken with the blood of the saints. It was prophesied that this man, okay, would do these things. Okay, but now the Most High is arousing to judgment. Okay. So when you read Isaiah, hold on, watch, stop sharing. Let me do that. So let's go back to Isaiah 33 and read that third verse again, and then get another precept. Go with it. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 33, verse 3. It says that the noise of the tumult, the people fled. All right, at the lifting up of thyself, the nations were scattered. Yeah, and when you go into Revelation, because it's going to be through Yahweh Shai, it's going to fulfill those things. And go to Revelation, I believe it's 20, maybe 21. You will see. Okay. Yep. This is Revelation 20:11, and it says, and I saw a great white throne, which is the chariot, okay, that Father chariot Yahweh Shai will be on, and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and heaven fled away at his presence. Okay, you know, he's gonna come. Those crowds are gonna be cracked. Come through that portal. So it's gonna seem like heaven is moving. It's gonna seem like the sky is moving out the way for him. Okay, and there was no place found for them. You see why? Because the slain of the Lord gonna be from one end of the earth to the other. You see, he's gonna he's gonna come through from the other realm. All right, and deleting people, man. Okay. He's gonna come from the other realm and get to deleting. Okay. This empire is done. All right. And these heathens have no place, all right, of power within our rulership. Okay. He said he's gonna call, see, when Yahweh Shai come, people gonna scatter. All this tough talking and we got this and we gonna do this, and the year 2030 and the year 2100, you know, see, no, when Yahweh Shai pull up, people gonna get to scrambling, man. From the elites, okay, to to a bomb at the gas station, folks gonna get to scrambling, man. Okay. This is Revelation 16:14. It says, and the heavens departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places. Okay. Scrambling. All right. There's gonna be nuclear destruction, man. Folks are gonna be scrambling. They got that let me see. Yep. But you're gonna have I say people gonna be scrambling on all levels, man. Okay, it says in every mountain and island were moved out of their places, you know, because this war is gonna, you know, knock governments off the map, man. Okay, physical mountains gonna be, hey, this gonna be destruction, man. It's gonna be a shaking of the earth. Okay, it says, and the kings of the earth and the great men, beginning with the elites, all right, the nobility, you know, they're higher ups, and the rich men, okay, and the chief captains and the mighty men, okay, which are the military, because they're gonna have military, you know, personnel, those bunkers, and every bondman and every free man, yeah, they're gonna have, you know, pretty much slaves, you know, in those bunkers. Okay, you're gonna have your scientists, you know, your essential workers, your architects, and different things. Okay, it says hid themselves in the dens of the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face. Okay, the presence of him that sitteth on the throne, that great white throne we just read about, that chariot, and from the wrath of the Lamb. Yeah, it's gonna be a scattering. Okay, the least ain't gonna trying to deal with your house shot head on, man. They're gonna be scrambling, man. Okay. It says, for the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? Okay, it's gonna be like, who's gonna survive this? Okay, that's how the elite's gonna be thinking. All these high and proud thoughts and, you know, scenarios that they, you know, be putting on now, as if they got it figured out. Like it's gonna be some type of back and forth between them and Yahweh Shai. No, man, niggas gonna scramble, man. Okay. Isaiah 2. Okay. And 17 says, and the loftiness of man shall be bowed down, and the haughtiness of men shall be made low. And the Lord Yahweh Hashem Shai alone shall be exalted in that day. Okay, all that pride and is gonna leave, as if you got some type of edge, and you know, like you got some type of chance. No, all that pride and loftiness is gonna be gone, and it's just gonna be Yahweh Shai exalted in the earth in that day. Okay, the name of Yahweh, all right, through his son Yahweh Shai. That's the only thing that's gonna be exalted. Okay, it says, and the idols he shall utterly abolish, and they shall go into the holes of the rocks and into the caves of the earth for the fear of the Lord and for the glory of his majesty when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth. So we're seeing that same scenario prophesied. They're going to hide in these bunkers, these underground cities, okay, and say Yahweh Shai coming to shake terribly the earth, man. Okay, great power. You see? So when you go back to Isaiah. All right, Isaiah 33:3. It says, at the noise of the tumult, the people fled. At the lifting up of thyself, okay, the nations were scattered. Okay, and we just went over that. All right. The brother got some more precepts that they go into it. This the brother Avalon Award 30, Ecclesiastes, Ecclesiasticus, okay, or Sirach 36:7. It says, raise up indignation and pour out wrath, take away the adversary and destroy the enemy. And this is a request from our forefathers. Okay, verse 9. Let him that escapeth be consumed by the rage of fire, and let them perish that oppress the people. And all oppression comes from the elites, man. Okay, they're the mastermind behind all the oppression that we see in the earth, man. Okay, verse 10 says, smite and sunder the heads, okay, of the rulers of the heathen. Now the heads is the elites, because the Edomites, all right, are the rulers of all these heathens, but the heads of the rulers is these elites, man. Amalekite, man. I mean Amalek. Okay. All right. And it says of the heathen that say there is none other than we, and that's that tough talk. You see, but as the prophecy say, that tough talk ain't gonna exist when Yahweh Shah comes. You know, people gonna get the fumbling and bumbling and backtracking, you know, backpedaling. Okay. So it says Isaiah 33:3, at the noise of the tumult, the people fled. At the lifting up thyself, the nations were scattered. And your spoil shall be gathered like the gathering of a caterpillar. At the running, as the running to and fro of locusts shall he run upon them. Yeah. Now, locusts, what do locusts do? If you seen a swarm of locusts, even if it's on TV, okay, locusts pretty much they'll cover the sky. And that's how those chariots going to be. It says, as the running to and fro of locusts, so shall he run upon them. Yeah, that's how Yahweh Shai going to run up on Esau. Like it's going to be that locust, like a swarm of locusts in those chariots, man. That's how he going to slide, you know? This is how he going to step down on Esau, man, like locusts. Okay? And the spoil going to be slaves, the resources. Okay? Because what did and this is king talk. Okay, this is a king talking to his son. The Heavenly Father talking to his son Yahweh Shai. And what did he say? Psalms 2:7 says, I will declare the decree. The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai have said unto me, thou art my son, speaking to Yahweh Shai. This day have I begotten thee. Ask of me, and I will give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession, man. And that's a king talking to his son, talking about giving him the heathen for an inheritance, people for an inheritance, man. And the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. That's the world. It's the whole earth, man. Okay? We gonna get all that, man. When spoils coming to us, man, we finna get resources while you got niggas, you know, begging to be accepted. Okay, let's see if I can pull this up real quick. You know, and it's irksome to see. Damn, I don't know why I stopped. It's irksome to see Jake in this spirit, man. This begging to be in you know, incorporated spirit. Okay. Let me see. Niggas crying, okay, because they not accepted. And we got all this coming, and niggas crying, okay, because they not accepted, man. So let's see. Yeah, we're gonna get back into the spoils, man. You know, but this is a nigga mind frame in 2022. So you had this big thing about Sesame Street, this little theme park in Philadelphia, not liking some of the characters, not liking Jake. You know, so let's play a couple of little clips.
When you shop at Walmart, you get it. You spend a little less. And you can carry a whole lot more.
Okay, by now you probably already seen the Sesame Place incident where Rosita did not hug the little black kids, okay? Do not scroll away from this video. Watch the whole 1:30. I'm making a point, okay? Now, here's the video. Rosita says hello to some kid. She's a white lady, high fives, and says no to somebody, looks right at the kids, says no, okay? On the Instagram, Sesame Place is like, no, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? The performers can't really see people because they're up high. Okay, that's not what we saw in the video. Not at all. But let's say for the sake of argument, that's what happened. Okay, so explain the rest of these videos. Little black boy, nah, I ain't gonna hug little black boy. He's heartbroken. Yeah, he's heartbroken to me. Rosita looking directly at this kid, dance, hug the other girl, walk past this kid. Now, let's slow it down. Does it look like she pulls her arm away right here? Walk away. Is that a pull away? It looked like a pull away to me. Look like a pull away. All right, here comes another one. Little girl, just walk by her. Handler don't help. Now, this is just, wow. I don't know who this character is, but what is this? What are you doing to the baby? Why are you knocking the baby down? What? Now we said hug, not shove. Hug, not shove. Now, this is the worst. Look at this. This Bert gonna slap the person. Bert done slap the baby. Bert slapped the baby. Bert slapped the baby. Sesame Place finally apologized. They said, my bad, we ain't do that. What's going on? And Sesame Street was like, we don't even work with them like that.
Let's see. You niggas crying over some goddamn Sesame Street, man. Okay? Stop going to the goddamn place, man. This is why the gospel, has given us a whole new perspective, man. So let's get back into some realness, man. Okay? And Jake is crying. Okay? Why the hell is y'all going back? And you see Sesame Street ain't dealing with y'all, man. Okay? Them Edomites in them costumes, and they hate you niggas, man. Okay? Damn, Jay, it irks him to see Jake in there begging for accepting spirit, man. It irks him, man. The hell out of there, man. But see, this is what we got to look forward to, man. Okay? Now, let's go from there. Let's get this in Isaiah. Okay? Chapter 60. All that marching and all our people, everybody rich, everybody got the bag. So why do you feel the need to be so included all the damn time? Why niggas won't start their own thing? Okay, all these niggas got the bag and so successful, and everybody's high value, and the women making a lot of money, the men making a lot of money. Well, why y'all won't do your own thing? Okay. Well, see, we finna conquer, Lord willing, Yahweh Shai is gonna conquer the earth, and righteousness, Lord willing, we'll be a part of that. And we finna spoil the earth, man. All right, around here begging for no goddamn hug from Bert. Okay. This is Isaiah 60:10. It says, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, servitude. Okay. Ernie and Bert finna go to work. All them people that's in them costumes, if they in America, them Edomites, they gonna die. Okay, they gonna be missile food or some other horrible death. Okay, but when they're reborn in our kingdom, they going to work. Ain't gonna be no walking around no big outfit. Okay, no, niggas finna go to work. Okay, it says, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. Okay, for in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. And that's speaking of us, man. We seen that, we've been smitten in his wrath, but in his favor we're gonna have mercy. Okay, and part of their mercy is what? Deliverance begins with deliverance. Okay, and then rulership over these heathens, man. It said, therefore thy gates shall be open continually, that they shall be. It said, they shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. And their forces is the resources, man. Okay, Gonna spoil the earth. You see, when they see that power, all right, they're gonna willingly bring those resources, man. Okay, they're gonna be in complete submission. So let's get that word. All right, in the Hebrews, like Kayal. Okay, Kayal. What's it? Strength, might. Okay, wealth. Okay, their ability, yeah, their ability and efficiency. That's their servitude. Okay, wealth. You know, it says it says probably a force. Okay, it says this is a strong definition. It says whether of men. Okay, which is their workforce, their labor force. Okay, it says means or other resources. Okay, wealth. You see, because of the highest resource is human wealth. I mean, human resources, man. Okay, substance. Okay, it's gonna be a train. They're just gonna keep. It's gonna be a train of things being brought to us, man. Okay, tribute. Okay, this is what we're coming into, man. All right. Verse 14. I jump down 14 says, the sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Shai, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. Okay? You're not begging to go in the restaurant. No, they finna be in complete subjection. Okay? They finna work, okay, 16, 18-hour shifts. Okay, that's what's coming. Hard, laborious work. Okay, you don't want to be a part. Enjoy your little kingdom. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, because that cup coming. Okay, that cup of slavitude and rigorous labor and you know, poverty, all this coming to you, my boy. All right. Get one more in Zechariah. Here, wrap up in a minute. Okay, and this is the book of Zechariah, chapter 14. Gonna spoil the earth, man. Precious stone, man. There's so much precious stone in the earth, man. And you know, and the Lord gonna cause things to come abundantly. Like this fire, you know, is gonna cleanse the earth, man. The earth is gonna be able to bring forth its strength. The resources that it has now ain't gonna be nothing compared to the resources the earth is gonna bring forth, you know, when we come out those chariots, man. And we're gonna need a lot of manpower. Okay. This is Zechariah 14:14. It says, and Judah also shall fight at Jerusalem, and the wealth of all the heathen round about shall be gathered together, gold and silver and apparel in great abundance. You see, we will be the richest empire that has ever existed. Okay, and we're just going to continue to accumulate because what? We're going to expand because each brother should be like a strong nation where, you know, it's going to take resources to sustain that nation, man. Okay, and we're going to have abundance, man. All right, so let's get this in Isaiah 33. I get two more scripts I want to get. All right, Isaiah 33:5 said, the Lord Yahweh is exalted, for he dwelleth on high. He hath filled Zion with judgment and righteousness. Okay? That's the end game. All the things that we're seeing, from inflation, the nations going crazy, and all these the nations plotting on America, and World War III. This is what it's going to lead to, man. The Lord Yahweh Bashem Al Shah being exalted, okay, and the earth being ran by a righteous government, man. In verse 6, which you read this all the time. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and the strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Al Shah, is his treasure. Okay? Because we understand what's happening, why it's happening, who's doing it, and the end game. Okay? That's gonna give us sanity in these times. People are finna bug out. People don't have a clue. There's a lot of people that don't have a clue of what's going on, man. These people are going to lose it. Okay? These people are going to lose it when things really start breaking down, because their minds are not prepped. Okay? This is why we go through these things every day. This is conditioning us for these things to be in us, for us to fully be rooted. Okay? That's why you hear the same prophecies come out, a lot of same precepts come out, so these things can be in us when they happen. Okay, real time. All right, because people are going to bug out because they haven't been around. They haven't been in the loop. Okay? A lot of people is going, because they're going to be confusion, anxiety, stress, perplexity, as the scriptures say. That's finna increase. The worse it get, the more that's going to increase. So Lord will, you brothers and you few sisters will edify. Once again, I'm give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS, who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.